I want pieces of YouTube history. Like a 10mm plaque, right? I don't know how or who would get it from. I don't care. I'd have it.
WillNE, I might be able to help with that one. Recently, 4 million subscribed YouTuber WillNE said in a video, YouTube, I would like to trade. Will wants pieces of YouTube history, and I've got quite a lot of that. In this video, I will be sharing things that I would potentially be willing to trade with WillNE for the right items in return. And then after that, I'll go through what things he's got that I'm interested in. So, the diamond play button. This is probably the most valuable thing that I own. This is the same diamond play button as featured in Will's actual video. I can't believe my actual crotch has made it onto the WillNE YouTube channel. Clearly Will wants this, but to be honest, when watching through his video and all of the things he's up for getting rid of, the only thing I'd consider trading this for would be his Porsche, which feels like I'd be asking for too much. But in all seriousness, I understand how valuable this is. This is genuinely worth tens of thousands of dollars. It belongs to the knowledge, strength, and integrity, which does add even more value. So for me to be willing to give this away, I would want something big. And I don't know what that is yet. That's up to Will to decide. Pewdiepie's 100 million play button briefcase. This is the actual briefcase that Pewdiepie's 100 million play button arrived in. Look at this, you see that? That's where the red diamond play button went. This was actually owned and handled by the Pewdiepie, the first individual creator to receive this award. There are only 3 of these in the world. One of them was given to T-Series, the other is in a museum in Paris, and the third and final one is in my hands, up for trade. Oh, also the briefcase that KSI's diamond play button arrived in, because they do come separately, I'm afraid. I've also got an awful lot of YouTube awards. You want any of them? Let us know. This camping chair. Wow! This might not look like much, but this is a very rare chair that was given to creators for a few months in 2013 when they reached 100,000 subscribers. There are very few of these in existence, mainly because nobody wanted one. Will, you said you were interested in a puppy. I've got this. She's nearly 16, blind in one eye, deaf in both ears, and kind of smells, but just let us know if you're interested. I saw you put your Porsche up for grabs. I've got a Tesla Model 3. We could do something with that if you want, let us know. And finally, some memulous bathwater, kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel a bit. It's got lots of floaters. There's a bit gone out the top because I drank some of it a few months ago, and then the E-Boys cut it out of their video. That was great. But yeah, they're the big ones. Got some extra things. Let me know if you have any ideas. Now let's move on to things that I'd potentially be willing to trade some of these items for. Your Porsche. Just throwing that one out there again. I'd do the swap. It's out there. It's on the table. Your 2 gold play buttons for your main channel and second channel, and also the E-Boys gold play button. I want all 3. Your silver play buttons. I'm guessing they're the old designs, so they look like this rather than this. You should have 2 of them. Hand them over. What are Vicstar's silver play buttons? I noticed he's got 3 of them lying on the floor. I'm guessing he'd be willing to trade one of them in for something. An OG 1 million subscriber gold award. You don't have one of these, but you've got lots of friends that do. If you can find one of them willing to hand it over, I consider those very valuable and rare, so I'd be willing to give away something kind of fancy for that. I don't want one that looks like this with the black frame, or like this with a pointy triangle. I want the big silver framed 24 karat gold rounded triangle gold million subscriber play button. A diamond team award. YouTubers with over 10 million subscribers can purchase these. Morgs bought one for his mum, but I would like one with my username on it. Also, before it is suggested, I'm currently doing a challenge with Mr. Beast where he's challenged me to get a brand new channel with no videos to 1 million subscribers, and if I do that, I get $100,000. I'm not interested in trading a shout out on don't subscribe for something like the diamond play button. Basically, I reckon eventually I'll be able to get to 1 million subscribers on that channel without having to trade stuff like this. So I'm not bothered about that before it gets suggested, because people have mentioned that idea to me on Twitter. And finally, a month's YouTube earnings. Either channel, as long as there's a minimum of 3 uploads. Just chucking that one in the mix at the end. I apologize, I've not offered a direct trade with one of the things that you mentioned in your video, but none of the things you mentioned in your video, other than your car and maybe the dartboard, I'm that bothered about. But I assume you'll get lots of trades from other YouTubers, and potentially one of those trades will be something that I'm interested for my YouTube collection. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe to see what happens. Check out Will's full video in the description as well. Hopefully we manage to get something. I don't want the Belle Delphine car. I mentioned this on Twitter, and people thought I'd actually be willing to trade KSI's diamond play button for a light pink Fiat 500.